G'day and welcome again to Coach Count, the coach you can count on when you can't count with. This is our 9th inaugural free training session. Today it's on, what are we doing today? Oh, time management. I wish I had more time to organise this actually. I was meant to kick off at 10 o'clock, it's 10:07, but things get in the way, life happens, and well, frankly, I ran out of time to have the time to prepare for time management. But that's okay, because here we are, live, talking about time management. Because time is one of those things that once you've spent it, you can't get it back again. Everyone's got time now, but you don't have time in the past. You don't have time in the future. Well, you've sort of got time in the future, because you expect to live a little bit longer. But if you don't have time in the future, then all you've got is the time that's now, and any time in the past, well, that's only thoughts and memories, isn't it? Because when you think about it, if you think about a childhood memory, for example, you can go straight back to it, like immediately, bang. You don't have to travel back in time at the same speed that you arrived here today. Otherwise, to think of a childhood memory, well, for me, I'd have to go back many, many years, like more than 10. And to do that at the same time that I got here, just having a memory would take, like, my lifetime ago, which is pointless, really. So I don't even know why I mentioned that. Except to say that time in the past is such a wonderful thing that we can jump straight there without having to travel the distance of time. So time's not distant then, it's just what it is. It is what it is now. So time management specifically is just managing your time. So how do you manage your time? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do that. There's some wonderful things. The Pomodoro technique, for example, good little time management technique. There's more on the website, www.coachcount.com. If you wanted to have a look at some links there to the Pomodoro technique. But what I'd like to talk about is the Eisenhower matrix, or more specifically, my version of the Eisenhower matrix. So you might find it hard to believe, not a flow chart this time. But what I've done is an update of the Eisenhower matrix. So that's what it looks like. It classifies things in, how important is it, 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's about how urgent things are and how important things are. And I've given it a modern spin. So instead of in quadrant 1, things being important and urgent, YOLO, you only live once. So get onto it, do it, just have fun. Disregard anything else, just have a go, have a crack. Quadrant 2, it's important but perhaps not urgent. Dilly-gaff. Do I look like I give a rat? Quadrant 3, where it's urgent but not important, that's meh. Don't really care about it too much, and it's usually, if it's urgent, it's someone else's thing. Keeps dimming out, doesn't it? If it's urgent, then it's typically more someone else's thing, rather than if it's urgent, it's someone else, typically, whatever. And the 4th quadrant, if it's not urgent and not important, CBF, can't be bothered. So that's a modern version of the Eisenhower matrix. So just keep things a ranking as to how urgent and how important it is, and get on with it. The other thing you can do is you can spend hours and hours planning. I've seen people do that. It looks ridiculous. Just like, I can't do anything at the moment because I'm planning about what I'm going to do rather than doing something. Just whatever suits them. One of the other things you can do is learn how to multitask. We've only got so many hours in the day, so why not use them wisely? So when you're having a shower in the morning, for example, take your portable device and you can check your emails. When you're grooming yourself and your hair and all that sort of stuff, have coffee. So that way you can do 2 things at once, and some people are better doing that than others, but make the most use of your time, because each of us have got the same amount of time every day, 8,640 seconds per day. 86,400 seconds per day. So every day we start with 86,400 seconds, presuming you wake up that day. If you don't wake up that day because you're dead or something, then you're not going to have 86,400 seconds. But if you do wake up, you are going to have 86,400 seconds. So do with them what you will. And there's some helpful tips on time management. This is Coach Count, the coach you can count on when you can't count, giving you free training on time management. Cheers.